Go follow my Instagram page. Last Friday we got our ass beat. Fuck Seminole. They had a sore loser. They can't play fair, but that's fine. I go play like for JV, bro. Don't hold on to him. I'm gonna knock your ass out too. I'm gonna hurt your QB. I know who QB is that because he went to my middle school. The freshman and playing for JV, bro. At the beginning, bro. I don't know, and this song is copyrighted, but Cleopatra has to go in and say, where he is, man. Oh, after the, oh my god, man. Come on, man.
I'm DeMar DeRozan and you watching 2K TV.
I like Chinese boy. He is, but he's not trying to be racist.
Have you seen people with NBA, 2K, or star icons in the neighborhood? If so, those are real-life NBA players, 2K game developers, and VIP players, including those who hit legend in NBA 2K17. Snap a pic with them and share it on social media using the hashtag 2KTVPics. And while you're out and about, check the event calendar on your phone in the neighborhood. With massive ante-up jackpots and exclusive rewards in the Do NBA 3X and Ruffles 4-Point Challenge events, you don't want to miss out on what's going on in the venue. Finally, Moments cards have arrived in my team. These cards are based on real-life performances from this NBA season. Collect Sapphire Antetokounmpo, Whiteside, Gasol, and more now in League Moments packs. Hey guys, I'm Rachel and welcome to this week's episode of NBA 2K TV. If you're watching us from Canada, then your copy of NBA 2K18 is graced by the Raptors' DeMar DeRozan. We are honored to have DeMar as our first Canada exclusive cover athlete and also to have him in our My Career experience this year. We caught up with him after his mocap session. I'm here with DeMar DeRozan in the very sunny and beautiful Los Angeles, and today you are here filming for the 2K18 My Career scene.
Yo, DJ!
Yo, who's that?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Hey, what up, DeMar? What's going on, baby?
How did that go?
More fun than I even expected.
You didn't have to stick to a script. Was that difficult?
No, I think that was
No?
the best part because it came out, genuine, and it was cool to do it that way.
So
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Had to do 10 games.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for.
Maybe I got Cleveland. I don't know.
2K Sports.
Leave it in the comments below.
Presentation of the NBA.
Wait. My player to go to make it up. God damn it, my player like a Chinese head ass. I'm take those dreads off, bro. I'm a little ugly ass on my player, man. sitting here and shimmy well to get to start, bro. Oh my balls, bro. And you got Paul Gasol up in the. Oh no. What in the? They just did. You got Paul Gasol, Paul, and get Saul, bro, up in this. Oh heck no, bro. I think
What's up, Devin? How you doing?
DJ, what's up, brother?
What's good?
Not much, man. Hey, after the game, new restaurant just opened up. Dinner on me.
Oh, word?
Got you, man.
Man, I'm starving. I could use some barbecue for real.
You need to worry about this game first, but after, they do got some good barbecue.
All right, man.
All right,
Sounds
brother.
good.
I'll see you after the game.
All right, bet.
But I can, oh my god, tonight, bro, I'm oh my god, bro. I'm gonna be streaming on my Instagram page, the college playoffs. It starts at 7, bro. Oh my god, I hope you see that, bro, for the first time.
Hey, Kevin.
Bro, we
Empathy and
undefeated
relationships
in
come
good.
before anything else.
Next
Clearly,
Saturday,
these
I'm gonna
guys
watch
like
that
each other off the
UFC
court as well.
game. It's an
Yours too.
ESPN
Terrific
2.
defenses going at it tonight. Most people expect a low-scoring contest. How do you go about getting points in a game like this?
Well, against high-caliber defenses, one thing you have to do is be...
Yeah, I was saying that Penn State deserved to be a player, but they lost it. They are
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
I don't know.
And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Pass to Bledsoe.
You don't be.
It's going to be out of bounds.
Why you didn't let it?
Check out the stats for Green. Great showing for him last season. 5th in steals, and he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And as you pointed out, he was top 5 in steals last season. Just a lethal combination of great physical ability and acute mental preparation.
Yeah, coming off that screen wide open, just can't convert.
I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
God dang!
1:44 left to play in the first quarter. Good D by Jones. Ball outside. Wells in the corner. Screen by Jones. Jones sets the pick for Wells. Shot clock at 6. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim.
And Wells is a problem in the pick and roll. Once he gets a little separation off that screen, he is looking to pull the trigger.
And now here's Chris, guarded by Curry. Here's a screen by Chris. Outside for Jackson. It's good from long range.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Warriors trail by 8.
I can't deal with it.
Wells kicks to Paul. Curry passes to DJ.
I can't deal with it. No, I can't. No, I can't. I can't deal with it. It's getting on my nerves. It's getting, oh my god, damn nerves. 2K18, bro. I was gonna say $60 on 16. 20. I said 16, right? Oh no, 18, bro.
Buy tickets to my own show. You know what? Mr. Fast Chevy Z28, for your comment about the scene dying, I honestly, I don't know, man. I don't think the scene's dying. I think it's evolving in multiple different ways.
Let's talk about show me the money. 난 보여주지 무대의 청사진. 인정 못해도 시작이 나였던 건 사실 당시 가던 놈들 다 출연할라 주석까지. No you know, no you know. 내가 누군지, 내가 무슨 일 저지른지 bar you have no idea. You know, no you know. You don't want it, bar. Let's be honest, bar. 넌 상대를 잘못 정했어, bar. No you know, no you know, no you know. No, you don't.
What is this?
Would you call yourself a sneakerhead in real life?
Yeah, I would.
How many shoes do you think you have?
It's ridiculous. My home in Toronto has nothing but shoes. My home here has nothing but shoes. I got a home in Vegas, nothing but shoes. So, it's crazy.
Next time on 2K TV, we'll have to do
we gotta
a
do
closet
that.
tour.
Yeah, we gotta do that for sure.
So you are in your 9th season with the Raptors, and you've already set records with that team. Most points scored, highest points per game, most minutes played, and most wins. So how does it feel spending your career thus far in Toronto and already making that impact?
It's crazy when I even hear it, when you read them all, for me to hold them records.
The Rose,
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
They having a rough season.
Welcome
they lost
to
two of their first. They lost 2 of their games.
2K Sports welcomes you to
The Celtics won their first game because they started 2-0. Jesus Christ, 2-0. They started their season in the wrong. They got Kyrie in. Even Gordon Hayward is out for the season. He can't come back until his foot that he broke gets good. In the game, there's some Hayward. They can say online. They just updated their team on the Celtics.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Parker is the 4 with Monroe in the middle. On the perimeter, it's Middleton and Giannis. And it's Brogdon in at the 1 spot. And the wide-open shot from Morris. They get it back. And so it's Milwaukee now. Parker. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle, too.
The wingspan of Parker is what helps him get these shots off. I mean, even when he's getting fouled, he's effortless in his shot attempts.
And this
Come on, don't you ask.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago. A little breakdown there, letting him get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
Here's Irving. The shot.
You did.
So Milwaukee will take it the other way. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kill, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
And KG, 2 decades later, you still look the same. You don't age. You do not age.
Man, listen, I wish I could use the Beyonce. I woke up like this, but actually I woke up like this and worked out some more and then worked out a little more to look like this.
You look terrific.
You look great too, man. What's your secrets, man?
I'm following you, watching your advice.
Yeah, right. You've been doing this way, man. Ken, what year is this for you, seriously?
Broadcast in the NBA, 20 years and then 12 years with 2K.
You know what I love about 2K, man? They bring the best in from it.
You
understand my dude? Straight up,
that's why we've got you. But Kevin, you play this game a lot, don't you? Especially when you were young.
Man, listen, man, 2K is it, bro. There's no other games out here. This is what it is. If you play basketball, if you're online, nobody's playing it, nothing else. This is it.
Yeah.
2K is the cream of the crop. It's the gang. They know what it is. It's lit. They know what it is.
I don't know who's bad
for Milwaukee. They've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them.
Good.
How about the court vision of middle? Just so good at finding the open man.
And when you watch Marcus Smart, you can see just how strong he can be on the defensive end. Why do you think, KG, he is such an impactful defender?
Marcus Smart, he rarely gambles. You watch him play defense, he's very solid. He takes up space. You know, when these point guards now, they want to be able to have space to be able to create. He gives you one direction. You know what?
He anticipates well.
He anticipates well. More importantly, he's very smart. He understands the whistle. He understands hard fouls.
Bow. How you say
that? Offensive end too. He'll hit a three. He's a gutsy player. You know, on defensive end, he'll take charges. He'll do little tangible stuff that a lot of guys won't do. Man, you need a smart on your team to do the small things if you're trying to win.
And the smart things, right?
The smart things. Only you, K-Hard.
No, come on.
And one.
I just classic.
Just repeat it.
Classic 2K. Classic 2K K-Hard right there. You lit, K. You lit.
Because I'm next to you.
You lit. I'm telling you, lit.
Come on.
Hey.
Kevin, when you're talking about influences, you mentioned Chris Webber's name a lot.
Yeah, C-Web was kind of... he and Stacey Alderman was at a time where I was trying to find myself as a player.
Search for a roadmap, maybe. You know, who do I most resemble?
Not only that, but just some direction. You know, at the time I was a big...
Sit down!
And if you know anything about Southern coaches, they don't want their big handling the ball. So you get the ball up to
I got it on screen.
Until I got to Chicago to the scouts.
Be live! Be live! Sit your ass down! Dude, I got it stream, bro. Sit your ass down, boy. Touch the earth, boy. Oh my. Yeah, I had to put it in. Alright, I subscribe. Thank you for the subscription. I'll look you up right now. Are you Steve Gamer 55? Or are you just Gamer? Just subscribe to you, bro. Get your ass down, dude. God dang, you touched that earth, bro. I have to put that in that Instagram page, bro. I haven't got it on the stream, so.
He can actually handle the ball. He was handling a little bit. And then my high school coach would actually make me bring the ball up to show off or showcase it.
No kidding.
I hated it. I was like, oh my God.
But look at what happened, right?
He knew that turning, I could handle it. I was like, oh my God, I hated this. And he knew I would go and dunk him on. I was like, man, I don't want to shoot. He was like, no, bring the ball. Anyways.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Morris. Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Marcus Smart. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Irving.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Now here's Tatum. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Kudos to him for his energy, especially on the glass where he was an absolute beast.
And KG, so great to see you. It takes me back. It really does.
A lot of people don't know, man. We got real original ties, man.
Back to the beginning.
95, man. My original man right here.
Here he was, man. You were thrill a minute, I'll tell you that.
Now look at us. 21 years later, dog. Man, can you believe
we're still
this?
standing.
We are. They haven't caught on yet. Don't say it.
Okay. Here's Henson following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Henson the pass to Dellavedova. And the Bucks with possession here. I'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jason Kidd.
Well, Kevin, the crucial aspect in his mind is making things tough for them inside. He said they're a physical team, and they bring a lot of intensity. We don't respond when they push us. We'll just get bullied all game. They're going to get down in the paint tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Middleton can't get it to go.
Love how they guarded that layup. Didn't make it easy, which I think is why he missed it.
Here's Brown. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Dellavedova. Milwaukee. No good that time either.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've come out strong. I mean, clearly they've been the better team so far.
Ball's knocked loose. Maker kicks to Dellavedova. Will it go? Connects. The jumper drops.
And Dellavedova has a solid, reliable jump shot. You got to D him up from there or he'll burn you.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Celtics lead by 9. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the... Boston leading by 9, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Tony Snell is out there with Maker. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then it's John Henson. And it's Middleton in at the 2. No good on the second free throw. And Kevin, welcome to the 2K team. I didn't realize how much you love NBA 2K.
Oh, man, you know 2K is always live, man. I'm a super fan. Man, this game is going all over the place, bro. Like, seriously, like, I'm geeked to see what's next, man. They got everything down. I'm sitting here watching all the little small intangibles that come with the game. I'm watching the game grow. I'm watching how better players are getting. I'm watching the online play, man. It's lit. It's lit. I can't wait to see this.
Kevin, you were a mainstay All-Star Week. You've seen everything there. If it were up to you, would you make any changes in All-Star Week in the events and the way everything is kind of carried out? You've went to so many.
I have. And you know what? Each city gives you a true essence of its own identity. I would like to see each city get a chance to host, regardless of if it's big enough or not. I think that each city has the ability to host. I think each city...
if you're with the family, then you should be able to host in the family, right?
Well, not only that, but just think about what All-Star is, man. It's an event. It's a family event. And each city wants to be able to show you their best thing about their city.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks. The Celtics shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Here's what Boston's going with
People
right
are like
now.
hating on
Morris is checked in for Horford.
Hayward
comes in
I
for
hear
Aaron
that
Baines.
ESPN.
Marcus Smart's
Yes.
checked in for Brown. And Irving
Pick
subbed
the
in for
wrong team
Rozier.
to go.
And Milwaukee calls for
That
the first time out of the
could have
game.
voted for you.
When
Have
you
him
take a look at that shot chart, the
If he was
amount
at
of misses
Tyler,
lately,
he
really
scored
unbelievable.
more.
Yeah, a lot of
He's
blanks there.
playmaker.
Can't hit a thing.
With LeBron
Has to be
James.
deflating.
Monroe kicks to Brogdon.
He picked the Lakers. I don't understand that.
Feeds it to Snell. Screened by Parker.
Los Angeles boy.
Parker, a screen on Hayward.
Mom had a
Shot clock at 5.
what do you call it for that?
Monroe's shot is good.
His mom can't.
Monroe's got his
travel
second
a lot.
bucket of the night. And Kev, you think of the great ones. You, Kobe, Jordan, Timmy. Yeah, how about him? They worked harder than anybody else, Kevin.
And what you learn is that the similarity, the parallel that you all have is an inner animal that you never speak about. You know, we're all a little off. We're all a little dark. But that's what pushes you through pain. That's what pushes you through tough moments. When someone says you can't, when someone says this is not possible, this is unreal. No one has ever done it. That's the moment you're looking for. The moment someone told Kobe that he couldn't do 60, something Jordan couldn't do, he was driven in that. And if Phil wouldn't have stopped him, he probably would have reached 100 points.
He probably would have, yeah.
You know, he did Will Chamberlain a favor. And that's just real. He was in that type of mode. We all share that passion. We all share that drive. And the ones that have that inner darkness, we all understand.
It's like a split personality, huh?
It's almost like another level.
Yeah.
Yeah, putting on some kind of show here tonight. Irving, a relentless scorer.
Kevin, one of the biggest moments of your career, the 2008 championship with the Boston Celtics. Talk about the camaraderie among that group of players.
You know, Kev, I can tell right away that we had something special getting together right in September, right before the year started. We started working out together. We started sharing the concepts and how we saw the game. Right away, I could tell that the appetite was there. 1 through 15 guys. It's very rare that you're able to get that many guys in that early. As soon as Danny, signed guys, we were in, we were lifting, we was just, around each other, understanding each other, playing a lot. We was playing a lot. Then, fortunately, we was able to go off to Rome that year. Rome was a good distraction for us because we had to lean on one another.
To bond a little bit.
Seriously, because, none of us spoke Italian. If we wanted to go somewhere, we was always 3-4 deep, and no one was asking and no one was telling us to be with each other. We were just naturally being with each other so much that whenever you saw us to the restaurants, 9, 10 of us, that carried over to practice. Then we got 2 teams that are very competitive. Doc's letting us be who we want to be, and he letting us play with passion, and our practices are over the top, aggressive, and
Wow! Are you? Oh my goodness!
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's
he did.
Falls back and trains the fadeaway jumper. Monroe's got his 3rd basket of the night. Irving against Brogdon. A 3 from Morris. The rebound.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one over.
Trying to find Parker. He's got it now. And he comes up with the
He
deuce.
had missed that.
Parker's got 8 points.
And, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Come on, Tatum.
With the foul. That's his first foul. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Boston. Milwaukee also making some changes. Akers checked in for Monroe. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Chris Middleton. The Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. John Henson's checked in for Parker. Adding a lot of flavor to the mix, Kevin Garnett. Kevin, thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure. Hope you join us again sometime.
Man, Kevin, it's always a pleasure, man. It's always great to see you, man. Anytime you need me, you holler at me, all right?
Future Hall of Famer and a terrific person, Kevin Garnett. Always fun to have Kevin Garnett on the Sec Park. You can tell he was in high spirits as usual. Have to respect his continued zeal for the game.
Yeah, he's never lacked for passion or zeal. It's been part of what's made him such a great player, a Hall of Famer in the future. And I don't think that's ever going away. I mean, he's really a kid at heart. And he played the game that way, which was a pleasure to watch. And, man, it's been really cool seeing him do what he did as an NBA player and actually giving back to some of the younger guys that are coming up in the league.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Elabidova dishes to Antetokounmpo. Maker with a screen for Antetokounmpo.
That's how you attack. Wow.
Oh, man. my. And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Yeah, you know what? The defense can't keep giving him these looks. I mean, he looks really comfortable shooting from these spots on the floor.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
You know, when it comes to versatility, the Greek Freak, Giannis, is one of the very best in the league. I mean, his shooting, ball handling, and defense are really otherworldly.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Boston Celtics. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We so hope you enjoyed our first half. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 23 points and 2 steals. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, no one was able to check Kyrie. That was the difference. One of the league's best shot makers, largely because of his handles and body control. He can finish at the rim, drain jumpers off the dribble, and of course, his three-point shot now, absolutely deadly.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters. You got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And now, folks, just moments away from the start of the third quarter.
A lot going on there as we welcome you back to Boston. That shot taken from the observation deck at the Prudential Center. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. And the NBA has had coaches who are as legendary as any player. With that in mind, Clark, who is your pick as the greatest coach of all time?
Man, I can't even begin to have an answer for that one. There's some guys that jump out, though, when you think about that list, who would be on it. Greg Popovich for sure. Phil Jackson would have to be included on that list. Fred Arbach. And Chuck Daly for the way he was able to manage his players. Pat Riley, you'd have to consider him as part of being on somebody worthy of that list as well. And I'll even go back a little farther and throw Lenny Wilkins in the mix. I thought he was really good with a number of different teams that he coached.
Hayward outside at the 3 with Morris to his side at the 4. Kyrie Irving is out there with Smart. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the Boston 5. Milwaukee shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And we watch Giannis out there. He just looked unstoppable, Greg, at times. The way he's able to attack the rim, the blend of size, speed, and length is just unparalleled in the NBA.
And it's the movement that throws you off with Giannis. One step, and he's gone from the 3 line to the rim. There isn't any way to stop someone that skilled who's that big.
Irving passes to Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Shoots from the high post. Hits the front of the rim and out.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The offensive rebound. Hayward kicks to Irving. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Again, Irving missing.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Hayward from outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 9 points for Gordon Hayward.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making... up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
The Celtics making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. Parker against Morris. Here's Middleton. And he banks in the layup.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Snell's checked in. Hayward outside. On the wing, Morris. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Bucks.
And despite the deficit, you know, their front line has battled and provided a sizable majority of their offense. They are holding up their end. They just need that backcourt to step up. We had not a lot of success for them from three-point range here in the second half. And the Celtics gave up 4 players to get 1 in Kyrie Irving, but they already had so much depth. They could afford to sacrifice a bit for a superstar just entering his prime.
Locked in the pass to Parker.
The LeBron James joined back. The Celtics were going back to
the rebound by the Celtics.
Morris
got his 4th rebound in this one.
The edge on the glass is the difference.
Oh, look at oh my!
Really a reflection of their superior effort level.
He learned
it seems to me
now I get that
after this win a little bit more.
Yeah, we got off.
And really for the Celtics, just a wealth of assets, but in reality, only so much playing time to go around. Sooner or later, you knew they'd make a move, and I think they got the best player in the trade.
And slam dunk by Smart.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. Morris with the ball.
And one.
Without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes in for Gordon Hayward. The Bucks also changing it up. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Maker comes in for Parker, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Malcolm Brogdon. Tatum, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Celtics.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break.
You dumb-headed!
Is effective all night long.
Here's Antetokounmpo, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points in the game.
And Antetokounmpo is so clever near the hoop. I mean, I just marvel at how physically intimidating this workhorse is. He absolutely destroys whoever's put in front of him.
Brown outside. Pass to Rozier. Over Dellavedova. Nice ball movement by Boston. Boston, no good that time either. Bucks trail by 17. Here's Snell. And Rozier pulls it down. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Smart misses. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Snell dishes to Dellavedova. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Stolen by Smart. Here's Rozier. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with
Oh,
enough
what was
emphasis.
that,
I mean,
2K?
The defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Al Horford, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Marcus Morris comes in for Tatum. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Smart. The Celtics have gone 6 of 9 at the line. And the first one at the line is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Now here is Dellavedova. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Horford. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
Now they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And so it's Boston, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. This has been a one-sided matchup, and I don't see any signs of it lessening. Back to the action after this word. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
We're not talking to each other. Offensively or defensively, let's talk.
And Coach Jason Kidd citing one of the things that can happen over the course of an evening, a breakdown in communication.
I like when Jason Kidd
this is ultimately a team game. You have to work together to succeed.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. On the perimeter, it's Middleton and Giannis. Baker out there with John Henson. And it's Dellavedova in at the point guard position. They grab their own miss. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
There is no quit in Dellavedova. He is persistent. You've got to respect his ability to score despite getting slapped around at times.
Clark, you were a strong free throw shooter when you played. Why do some big men have such a hard time being at least serviceable at the free throw line?
Well, I'm not as big as some of the biggest guys that have the most trouble. Typically, you see guys north of 6'8", 6'9", struggling tremendously from the line in general. And because of that, I think sometimes it's the mechanics of shooting the ball, and big hands can sometimes be a hindrance to that. Oftentimes, it's a matter of how much do you work at it, and how soon do you start working at it. A lot of times, big guys tend to focus on their post moves and scoring the ball close to the bucket and not as much as shooting. But you're seeing more and more big guys with sweet strokes, and I think it's a matter of, again, basic fundamentals, mechanics, and then putting in hours and hours and hours of working.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Well, Greg, it was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, That's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And we just had one of the closer MVP races in recent memory. Clark, do you define the MVP as a player with the most impressive stats, or the best player on the best team, or somewhere in between?
Kevin, to me, the MVP is an individual award. Clearly, we play a team game in the NBA, and the team's performance is part of that, but it's a small part of it to me. An MVP performance is one that not only has consistent high-level statistical production, influences winning at a good rate, but also stands out in the magnitude of the moments this player has over the course of the season. Those two things drive the needle for me as an MVP voter if I had such a vote.
Releases from 15. Bank shot, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Screen by Monroe. Parker with it. And it's Horford picking him up. Snatched up. Monroe down low. And it's sent back by Horford. Hayward against Antetokounmpo. Hayward kicks to Smart. In the corner, Irving with it. It's over Brogdon. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. And that's now 27 points for Kyrie Irving.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
But they'll get another chance. Here's Parker. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And, you know, when Parker finds his comfort zone now, he catches fire rapidly. And the defense really has no answer for him in that case.
James Young, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Rashad Vaughn comes in for Chris Middleton. Here's Irving. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Irving's got 29 in the game.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Irving's shot is good.
I tell you, he's beating up the defense in this quarter, going right at him and scoring in a variety of ways.
Screen by Monroe. Brogdon kicks to Parker. Off the screen. Keeps it alive. Horford with the rebound. For Boston, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth. Going 6 for 7. Right side, Irving. Clark, when we talk about the importance of what a player can do, how important is it for a player to know what they cannot do?
Very important. Understanding who you are and what your skill set is and how that fits with your team, critically important. Not only knowing it, but then embracing your role within your particular limitations, skill set, and teamwork.
Milwaukee has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Vaughn can't get it to go. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And the shot is good. 33 points for Kyrie Irving.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Celtics.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kyrie Irving.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
They get it again. Drills in the pass to Dellavedova. Young outside. Henson with the screen. Here's Vaughn. Busts the J after the cagey pass.